Welcome back, guys, to our final chapter of War for Cybertron, of our War for Cybertron Let's Play. You know what I mean. We are in Chapter 10, One Shall Stand. If you'll remember, last time was just a whirlwind of bullets and lasers, and I don't even know if I can tell you much of a coherent plotline other than Trypticon was a giant floating gun, and we knocked him out of the sky, he go boom.
It was an eventful time for everyone, not the least of which Trypticon himself.
Who will be our final boss for the game and for the Autobot campaign. So, shall we go?
Oh yeah, we're ready. Let's do it.
Our playable characters for today are Bumblebee, Optimus, and Ironhide. Oh, I totally thought Ironhide was only playable about other level. Guess he wasn't. Anyway, I'm gonna play us out with Optimus, since I haven't played this through the entire Autobot campaign. We'll see how this goes.
The orbital cannon is offline, but has revealed its true form to be none other than a savage monster named Trypticon. It races.
You know, I feel like your language is slightly racist against Beast Transformers there, bro.
Yeah.
Look! There it is!
Silverbolt, this is Optimus. We pinpointed the crash site and are moving in for a visual. I want you on standby in case there's any trouble.
Roger that, Optimus.
Playing his truck,
Way,
Dad.
but it'll take us some time to reach you.
You think that hunk of
Space
junk could
truck,
survive a crash
Dad.
from orbit?
A little bit
is as
tied
tough as
anyone
they
who was
come.
underneath.
If he is still alive, your weapons won't
Trypticon.
damage his armor. You'll have better luck targeting his weapon systems.
Thanks for the tip, Silverbolt.
Oh, kind of like Faster Than Light. That's another game.
I was like, maybe there's weapons here. You know, so I had a moment of wondering, because Optimus's ion blaster is unique to him. It's like Megatron's gun where you can't pick it up with anybody else.
Let's see it.
I had it looks like it's a type of machine gun. I definitely had a moment of, I swear to God, if it's just the fusion cannon with a different name, I'm gonna laugh my ass off because it meant I could have used it this entire time, but I feel better that it wasn't, honestly.
Yeah, the ion cannon looks a little disappointing compared to the fusion gun. I guess it's like a more accurate machine gun?
I honestly don't know what its thing is, because I've never really... So, fun story, the first time I played through this game, the only time I played as Optimus was the jail level, and all of your weapons get taken away. So I've never actually played Optimus having all of his guns.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to get rid of it, because I do actually want to have him use it. Otherwise I would pick up those rockets, but... So, I'm probably gonna regret that later. Let's go.
Forward towards regret.
Yes, I mean, like, at least I picked up a sniper rifle, so I will feel slightly more comfortable.
Really? What was your first clue? Total devastation?
Sounded a little bit like a Dachi there, not gonna lie.
His size, he'd be hard to miss.
Yeah, Bichigo is a thing. Bidachi. Quote, find a way, otherwise known as shoot this really obviously destructible glass tube.
That will damage
That
you, and
probably
I should
should
have
have-
come back.
How did it not get destroyed when it landed?
Good question.
What? Is that a tail? Silverbolt, we've located Trypticon. Uploading coordinates now.
Well, they appear to have located his ass.
He's just
This guy is awesome.
Yeah, I really like his design here. He's probably one of the few that I'm just like, yes, he is a chunky T-Rex, and I'm fine with this.
We're overlooking something.
Unfortunately, he looks like a toy that I would accidentally rip in half.
God damn it. That was quick.
I'm sorry.
It's
And
my
that's how the
fault.
story ended. So why is he called Trypticon? Is there a reason, or
I
is
think
it
it's
just the name?
Because he has 3 different modes.
His armor's too tough.
Oh,
Be invincible.
Well, he's
so
the
it's like
city.
triple
Looking something. Look,
triple
these shoulder
Decepticon.
cannons are overheating.
I
Oh,
know.
I'm pretty sure it was Trypticon with a Y, but I don't know.
We've got to figure out how to overload those cannons.
Oh my
No,
god.
it is spelled with a Y. I was reading the subtitles.
Ah!
Trypticon uses I don't know, aura sphere.
I'll get through this. I swear to God, I'll get through this alive eventually. Yes.
Trypticon uses steel wing. I don't know any good. I don't. My knowledge of Pokemon moves isn't good enough.
Well, neither's mine.
His armor's too tough. He can't be invincible. We're overlooking something. Look, I think his shoulder cannons are overheating. If we can cause them to overload, it might destroy
The fight's
them.
been going on for like 1.5 seconds, Ironhide.
Figure out how to overload those cannons.
Do you want to wait a moment before you read the script?
Huh. Apparently, he's dinosaur in Japan, in Japanese.
Wait, his name is just Dinosaur?
Dinosaurer.
Oh, Dinosaurer?
Yeah, and apparently his city mode is called Dino Base.
I love it. It's simple. Dino Base. I'd go hang out in Dino Base.
Oh shit. Oh my god, Optimus.
You're doing a lot of fancy footwork, but it doesn't seem to be helping.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember what I did the last time. Where I
It seems like you
hid.
just need to hide behind something.
Yeah, though
Wait for his
Owls-
shoulder.
He's just laughing at us.
Though Owls is right about the three different alt mode things, because Triptych is an artifact divided into 3 hinged folding segments.
Oh.
I think his shoulder cannons are overheating.
My
Yeah,
god.
there's like no corner for you to get behind.
Ironhide's
Yeah.
right. We've got to figure out how to overload those cannons.
Well, there was a thingy that you're supposed to interact with.
Oh god, you're right.
So my assumption is that's somehow supposed to help.
Eagle eye specs.
Oh,
I mean, I
right,
can't
okay.
stand-
I had to get the fucking batteries to come out. Oh my god.
Trypticon. They should call him Dicticon. Yeah.
I love that you're even like, no, that was just bad.
Yeah, I would be terrible at this because I hate these sort of.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I actually did damage to him that time. I'm gonna count that as a win.
Yeah. Progress where progress is due.
Yep. Huh.
But yeah, I hear you, Specs. There's just so much chaos in this fight.
Yeah.
You heard Silverbolt. His
B
armor's too
move.
tough. He can't be invincible. We're overlooking something. Look, I think his shoulder cannons are overheating. If we can cause them to overload, it might destroy him. Ironhide's right. We've got to figure out
Did you
how to
access the
overload
thing?
It's not there yet.
Oh. There it is.
Oh my god, guys, move!
They're literally sandbagging right now. Well, at least this wall seems non-destructible.
Well, you just have to stay far enough away from it. From the
Yeah, but
edge.
I just mean the
Jeez.
Owls was hiding behind a pillar and Trypticon blew it up. Alright. So he fights, his shoulder cannons overheat, and then he stops shooting for a little while.
Because I guess you've got to. There's another thingy you gotta hit.
I know, I was
Since
trying to
you
get
got
help
heals.
because I would explode.
And it exploded.
Oh my god, get up there.
Okay, so the batteries are doing what for him?
They're blowing up against his shoulder cannon, basically.
Oh.
But you can't see it because I'm having to hide.
Oh, and that's why they had you blow up that one at the very beginning and it hurt you? So
Yeah.
the player... That's actually really good level design. Because they didn't just outright tell you, they had you do it.
I think we should.
Oh.
The cavalry has arrived. Air raid. Heal Prime and the others. Jetfire and I will come.
What? Air raid? Jetfire was the one with the heal gun.
Well, they handed it off to Air Raid because he's the one who's most likely to be an idiot.
You were saying?
Yes. Couldn't have happened to a nicer bot.
Alright, we need a supersized Grimlock, and we will be good to go.
I'm just imagining, like, kaiju Grimlock.
Is about to attack.
Yeah!
Be ready for
Funnily enough, apparently Shattered Glass Grimlock's colors are based off of Trypticon.
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
I need to recharge.
I'm just saying though, we killed Trypticon, we apply 3 more heads onto his chassis, and we'll have a Ghidorah versus Grimlock fight.
3 more heads or 2 more heads? Because I'm not terribly familiar with Godzilla.
Well, it depends. Like, I think when King Ghidorah was first introduced, he had 3 organic heads, and then he comes back and the middle head is mechanical.
dissipation coils on
And
its
then he's
Oh.
Mecha King Ghidorah.
Yeah, that looked really painful.
It looked like a mosquito bite.
Keep it up, Autobots. We're hurting him.
Well, I suppose if you got bitten enough times by mosquitoes, you'd eventually
No,
die.
not that way, Optimus!
Moment or two.
Like,
you
I know
remember-
it's just his.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, you remember how you were fighting Omega Supreme, and we were like, all Omega Supreme has to do is face plant into the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least Trypticon is actually, like, physically assaulting you here.
You're like, yes, at least he's doing physical violence.
He's making liberal use of that tail.
Yeah.
Is he blue now?
He's underlit by blue stuff.
He's a very angry man.
Barely even slowed him down.
We got him
Does he turn into-
monologuing.
Watch out.
Wait, that was a null ray!
This is like the first Final Fantasy VII boss fight all over again. Okay, but Trypticon, you're losing points for just standing there menacingly doing nothing.
Well, he's not standing there. He's
shit.
crouching there.
Yeah.
Hurting him at all.
Keep your optics open. He has to have some kind of weakness. Those power cores
He's just
on his back will
on all
power him.
fours.
Something to shoot.
Oh my god, go away! Yeah, that's
They
how
were
that
your
went.
spider friends.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it didn't toss you back to the very beginning.
Yeah. It's got the null ray without getting shot at. I'm gonna count this
Barely
as a
even slowed him
plus.
down.
You gotta get to high ground, Optimus!
What are those sound effects?
I don't know, but you're dodging them, so it seemed to work.
Yeah.
The sideways hot foot strategy is apparently effective.
Oh, come on.
Doesn't Starscream make some kind of ridiculous statement early on in G1 about how the Null Ray is the world's most powerful gun? Or was that Megatron?
It's
I
not.
think it's Megatron's.
It's not the most powerful. Oh, Jesus! It's that it can
Oh.
basically stop all electronic devices.
Oh, is that what the Null Ray does?
Supposedly, you only see him use it like that once or something.
We barely even slowed him.
Which is
Yeah.
so funny because it's such an important part of his identity. Like his character's like iconic.
Well, from the fans, yeah, they don't really make such a big deal out of it in canon.
Hi, Cream. She keeps jumping up on my chair.
She wants love and pets and also tuna.
Watch out for that tail!
Ow, wait. I wasn't even. Why did that hurt? Oh no.
My weapons aren't hurting him at all.
It's
Optics open.
time for a flamethrower, it sounds like.
Those power cores on his back look vulnerable.
Yes, something to shoot.
Oh, come on. Ah.
Oh man.
The fact that Optimus just explodes and falls apart there.
Right? Like, oh yes, our old pal Optimus just dies.
Where's
We
Roller?
barely even slowed him down.
I don't have a trailer yet.
Rollers. He's off
He's
having
dead.
a nice
He's dead. Go away. He's dead. Sorry. I know I got you off specs. I'm sorry.
Roller is off having a nice, relaxing summer vacation. He's at summer camp.
Okay,
Poor
well,
little
if you
bot
want to not
deserves it.
explode, that's fine with me.
Watch out for that tail!
Oh, I see. The spiders come out of the crystals.
Yeah.
Aren't hurting him at all.
Keep your optics open. He has to have some
Oh my
kind
god,
of
go
weapon.
away.
Those power cores on his back look vulnerable.
Yes, something to shoot.
Autobots, focus all fire on Trypticon's dorsal power cores.
Oh my god. Ah! Stop moving!
It's working!
Heyo.
Nothing can stop me. Nothing.
He says as various pieces of him are getting blown off.
I mean, of course, isn't that the villain way? Oh, come on.
It is. Assume a position of extreme confidence.
Oh, come on! It's like semi
Blame-
flying in a different direction.
Blame meddling kids when your plans fail. At least he's not shooting missiles from his left side now.
I feel like Optimus would have a lot of head trauma from this.
You would think.
Just how much he's been bounced up into that overhang.
Oh.
I do not like the spiders. The spiders can just fuck off.
Yeah.
And I'm
They
not even
really
the one playing
can.
this.
Getting some ion cannon action. Ion blaster. Yeah, it just seems like a faster shooting machine gun that doesn't lose accuracy as you fire it, unlike the vanilla machine gun.
Come on, just come out already.
Come out, little spiders. It's a good thing Ratchet installed that anti-friendly fire chip.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Optimus, I might have been upset that you shot your rockets at my feet.
Why did I even go get help?
I don't know.
You got this. That is so little damage.
I know!
Oh, there goes the tail.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood.
Come on! Ay. Oh my god, I hate you, Trypticon. I hate you so much.
Okay, so we've got eyes on Bumblebee. Where the heck is Ironhide?
I assume he's up.
Oh, he's up on the ridge.
Oh, come on! Sorry, I know I just keep saying that, but it's very frustrating, okay?
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Yeah, you're doing alright. Okay, you're doing better than I would. It takes me a long time to, like, oh.
Yeah, I'm always confused. That's
Tried.
like not the first time that's killed owls, and I don't understand, like... I don't understand. It's really hard to even see what Trypticon does. It looks like he just shoots some giant blast.
Right, and
They
the
don't-
ground shakes, right? So I'm like, okay, if I jump up, I'll be fine. No, I will not be fine.
My interpretation is that somehow you're hitting something and that it's still triggering hitboxes.
Yeah, it's just difficult to see where the hitbox area is from the
Oh.
attack. Like that, like attacks like that are pretty obvious because they fly at you. Save us, piece of debris.
You're a nice piece of debris. I love you. I've always loved you.
And then we've got rockets from
Yeah,
his tail,
like, I'm
which
not-
inevitably seem to what's it called? Home in. The spiders come out and are delayed, and you can take maybe 1 or 2 shots of the dorsal fin while the spiders are coming out, but not more than that, otherwise you won't be prepared for them when they come out.
My weapons aren't hurting him at all.
Keep your optics open. He has to have some kind of weakness. Those power cores on his back look vulnerable.
Yes, something to shoot.
Autobots, focus all fire on Trypticon's dorsal power core. It's working! Hard on! Nothing can stop me. Nothing!
I know you were using Optimus's ion cannon. Oh, you're getting some good shots in now.
Oh, shit.
Oh! Horrifying creepy crawlers.
I was only doing that because the null ray makes it really hard to see what's happening around you.
Yeah. No, I It's like tough all around to keep all the bases covered.
And it's not turning red, so I'm like, am I even hitting him right now?
No, you are. I'm watching the health.
Yeah.
I don't even know how... Gosh, what?
Transformers, Fall of Cybertron. Or War for Cybertron. There's always another dorsal fin.
Oh my god, stop moving. Shit.
So driving actually seems to be the best route against those missiles. You were able to... Oh wait, no, he wasn't shooting the missiles. He was doing the
Like,
weird...
that always does damage to me! What do I do with that?
I don't know. Like, I think maybe you do need to go into vehicle mode and just drive, but it's hard. I mean, that's just a guess. It's hard to know for sure.
Oh, spider time.
It's like, that phrase is the phrase of nightmares.
Well, for Chesney's it is anyway.
I once did a Let's Play of a text-based RPG where there were spiders described in so much detail that I started referring to them as bananas. Just so I could cope.
Oh crap!
People got a bit of a kick out of how the spider bit, or the banana bit me and things like that.
Oh, come on, move. God. I'm gonna die from just the stupidest shit, like running into walls because Optimus can't drive himself. What am I doing? Oh, no! Transform!
Transform! I command you!
You've been transformed! Transform already!
You are transformed. Oh, you were so close.
I think they got him.
Oh, nice. Teamwork!
Yeah, for once!
Yeah! Get the hell.
Unfortunate. Wait, and now Optimus is walking just fine?
Thank Primus. It worked.
What are you gonna do with that axe, Optimus? Okay.
Why?
Alright.
I don't even know why that worked. But you know what? I don't know how much I care.
I'm sorry for doubting you, Axe Dad.
Sorry for doubting you, Axe Dad.
Trypticon is defeated, but the victory is bittersweet. Optimus and the others watch as their brothers evacuate the planet in the galactic transports.
You did it, Prime. We did it, Ratchet. All of us. Many brothers were lost today, but thanks to our combined efforts, many more will live to find a home elsewhere.
Optimus, Megatron is still out there.
And as long as we remain here, we shall resist him. But in time, our turn will come to leave Cybertron as well.
I'm sorry, Optimus, your mask freaks me out.
An arc in which we shall make our journey through the stars. No matter where we go, Cybertron will be with us.
It's just, it looks like, 3 separate pieces.
Wait, that's how that actually ends?
That's how that actually ends, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
I know,
It's
it
the
is.
start of a music video.
It kind of is. So, how how'd you guys feel about the game? I know you weren't playing it so much, but God, this is loud.
Entertaining to watch, but I don't think I'd want to play it myself, at least on my own. Like, it was definitely fun to do a co-op when we were able to do that.
I feel like from a plot perspective, it wasn't horrible, and I know it's a shooter, right? Like, it's not like plot was ever gonna be the main selling point here, but
Right.
like, I just am so frustrated with Hasbro's, oh, this is all part of the same universe as like Prime in the books, and I'm like, no. Just no. This being a prequel for Prime makes exactly 0 sense.
Yeah, like overall, as far as the game itself goes, it doesn't feel like they phoned it in.
Yeah.
Like, I think this ending alone is evidence enough that somebody out there on the team, at least some groups of the team, were like actually cared about what they were doing.
Yeah.
The campaign, it feels very much like a game that was designed right off the bat as being more multiplayer focused. Which kind of
so
is
annoying that the
it, like,
servers
follows-
are down and we can't
Oh,
play multiplayer, but yeah.
Right. And I don't even mean just the campaign. I mean, it seems like the kind of game that was built to be played online against other people. And then
Yeah.
what they did is they also added in this campaign so that single player players had something to do as well. It's a format that wasn't... Okay, it's like a clown car.
Yeah. Bumblebee, the clown car.
It's a format though that was not done first by Halo, but it was certainly popularized by Halo, and I wonder if that influenced the success of Halo, influenced the way they approached the design of this game as a whole. Where Halo tends to have, and I'm not even a big Halo fan, but I've been exposed enough to it to know that like the focus is on the multiplayer, and they usually have about a 6-hour campaign that players can play through, and it's usually very polished and has a lot of action in it, but it's not very like in depth. And
Yeah.
the main selling point is that PvP playing, which seems like what this game was trying to do.
Yeah, though I am glad that they included the campaign mode, considering that they did eventually remove the co-op servers.
I'm still just bad. Like, I feel like, okay, online play, sure, whatever, but I feel like especially for, like, a co-op campaign, I wish there had been a couch co-op or a way to do a local LAN or something. I'm sure I'm using the wrong phrase there, but you know what I mean. Like, a way to host your own game, essentially, instead of having to go through the server, because it really sucks. And yeah, I know, we started playing it years after this thing came out, but it goes back to this whole thing where it's like, it really sucks that we've had a lot of games over the years, basically, they're unplayable because the servers have gone dark. And this one's not unplayable by any stretch, but it kind of sucks you can't play it with other people. And I can speak that even the PlayStation 3 version doesn't have a couch co-op option.
Yeah. And like that's not even unique to this game in general. That's just kind of like a tragedy that hits a lot of multiplayer games.
Yeah.
If they're tied specifically to the company's servers, there's nothing anyone can do when those servers go down, and except for the most diehard of fans that have huge player bases that can get a ton of people together to actually reverse engineer the code, which just isn't likely to happen for this kind of game or anytime soon, rather, you know?
Right, because like even though Transformers has a pretty sizable fan base, I can't imagine this specific game has a really sizable fan base.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I think the games are pretty, like, they're a minority among fans. Or the fandom,
I think,
media.
I think especially, like, at least the fandom we tend to see on Tumblr tends to be a lot more focused on the comics to a certain extent, or at least it was when Lost Light and More Than Meets the Eye were a thing. But a lot of it's based around the cartoons. Like, you don't see a lot of stuff done for the games, which in some, like, this is not the deepest, best interpretation of these characters I've ever seen by any stretch of the imagination, and kind of to point to several things you said. We never really get to see what Cybertron would have looked like beforehand, so it kind of sucks, because it's like, okay, everybody's just shooting at each other, and that's kind of it. But, you know, you just don't see a lot of fandom interaction with this kind of media.
I think the way I do think you made a valid point, and maybe like a way to sort of expand on that is that it seems like a lot of the fans gravitate towards the characters and inter-character interaction, and there's pretty much none of that in this game.
Exactly.
I mean, there's like a lot of kind of like drive-by dialogue, pun intended, I guess. But like there's a lot of drive-by dialogue while you're doing a mission where the characters kind of say like one or two lines to each other, but it's always going to be the same lines. You don't really get to explore like what's going on in their headspace, and that wouldn't appeal to the part of the fandom that wants to see the characters, not action necessarily.
Right.
Yeah. It's not character driven, it's very plot driven.
But the plot is not that deep.
Yeah.
Which ends up being, I think, the biggest problem. Again,
It's
that's...
basically a sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's a puddle of plot with a garnish of character.
Would you like a little character with your plot? Again, I enjoyed this game. I really, like, one of the reasons I gravitated towards the fandom is that I'm really fascinated to see all these different iterations of these characters and what they do with them and what they keep and all this other stuff. But like, and that still applies here. I'm still entertained to see different versions of the characters running around. And then, like, you know, this game did give us one thing I don't think a lot of other media has given us. We know how Starscream and Megatron met in this one, which doesn't happen that often. It's kind of interesting.
Well, and space slugs.
Oh yeah, we cannot forget the space slugs.
And Chinimus Prime.
Yes.
Zeta can go straight to hell. Straight there, no stops. Do not pass go. Bye-bye.
Well, I mean, he pretty much did go straight to hell.
Kaon's pretty close, yeah. Like, if it came down to it, I would say if you are also interested in seeing different interpretations of characters, or seeing somebody's interpretation of Cybertron, because even, yeah, if it was war-torn, it was very interesting to, like, see some of the bigger kind of cities and locations and stuff, even if some of them, you know, suffered from the video game logic of looking all the fucking same. You might enjoy this. That being said, there is plot, and unfortunately, the plot is the main thing here, and the plot's not terribly great. But I really enjoyed getting to play the co-op when we could, so that was a lot of fun. It's not even in the game now, so I can't even recommend it as, yeah, go play this with your friends, you know, because that's not gonna happen anytime soon unless somebody figures something out. It was an interesting game. If it looked interesting to you, you might enjoy it. Otherwise, hey, that's what Let's Plays are for, right? You can see all the plot stuff without actually having to play through any of this. So, you know. As that wraps up our Let's Play for War for Cybertron. We completed it. Woo!
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 Congratulations, guys. You survived.
Well, I mean, I had played it before this, but... Anyway, thanks for watching us through this whole thing, and we will see you later. Chezni has his own channel where he does Let's Plays, so please go check him out there if you love the soothing sound of his voice. And
oh gosh, go at your own risk. Go at your own risk.
And obviously, me and Specs run a Transformers podcast called Afterspark Podcast, which is probably pretty obvious because that's what our channel's name is. But yeah, check us out there. Thanks for listening to us, and until next time, I'm Els.
I'm Specs.
I'm Chezni.
And goodbye.
Toodles.